Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. My name is Michelle and welcome back. So I had done a keychain video a while back and I had asked if anybody would like to know how I do the Northern Lights in the UV resin that glow in the dark. And I had a few of you say that you would like that. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to make keychains. And I'm also going to try something that I saw Daniel Cooper do. So we're going to try one of these. I'm probably going to use the bigger one just because I don't know what to put in these. I'm like at a loss. I've used almost all the other ones that came in this package except for these big ones. So we are going to definitely do something with the big ones. So we're going to do a couple keychains. I'm going to try to make this quick. My video that I wanted to go out for Monday, because today is Monday, is not going to be ready. So I'm like, okay, I've got to pivot. I've got to do something fairly quick. So I was like, okay, we'll do a UV resin jewelry one, because these could be keychains, they could be pendants, whatever you want them to be. So first of all, I have got little medicine cups, and I am going to use the Let's Resin UV clear hard type. You can use any kind of UV resin. In fact, you don't even have to use UV resin. You can use regular epoxy. It's just you are going to have to wait 24 hours for each thing to cure. So I'm just going to I'm going to pour some in 3 different cups. And then we are going to mix up some colors so that we can start getting this going. All right. And I also did pull out the Lightwish green and pink that I'm going to try to incorporate. So that's what we're going to do there. So let me just get a couple of sticks here. So for the top half, I want it to be like a really dark color, like a dark night sky. So this is called dark blue in the Let's Resin mica powder. This came in the, I think, 36 pack. So I am, and you don't want to like make it too dark because you want your thing to be able to cure, but it needs to be dark in order for the Northern Lights to shine through, I should say, not shine up. Oh, I got too many projects going, guys. All right, so I think that's going to be a good color for that. And then we need a lighter one. So this is dark blue, but it's a lighter, you know, like you can see, it's definitely a lighter shade. So we're going to put a little bit in there. And, oh, it would help. No, don't do that. And then I'm just going to have to like move these out of the light's way once we start curing. All right, so we have our light blue. And let me clean this right now before I forget. All right. And we're going to use the grass green glow in the dark. And that's going to go in here. And I want it to be kind of dark. I believe I got this on Amazon. It's just glow in the dark. I ripped the top off, so it does come with all these different colors. So yeah. And then this is also a green. I don't think I've even used this one yet. So let's mix this up and all right. So these are the 3 main colors. So I'm going to move these little earring things aside. I was like, well, I'll see how long this video goes, and then I'll decide if I'm going to do a few more or not. So I'm thinking we're going to do the 2 medium size. These are the big ones. We'll do the 2 medium size. And basically, we're just going to get some dark up at the top. And I mean, you can use any shape mold that you have. I'm actually thinking about doing a tray this way. All right, so let's move that out of the way. And we're just gonna and I don't want them to be too thick, but I also don't want them to be too thin either. And I think this one's going to need a little bit more of this blue. I had only done a few of these, and they came out really good. And then we're going to put a thin layer of the lighter blue. And they don't have to be identical. And then we're going to pour this in the bottom because I'm going to hand paint either trees or mountains or something. So you want this part to be a good amount. Oh, no, stand up straight there, Bubba. All right, so I'm gonna bring that down. And it's gonna try to take the shape of the top of the mold. So we're just gonna kind of blend them together a little bit, and I'm gonna hit it with my long neck lighter to get any bubbles out, and then we're gonna pop that in our light. So we're gonna let that cure. All right, I'm just gonna slide this over so I can angle it in a different way. All right, so I'm gonna take another cup, and we're gonna take one of these little cabochons, or whatever they're called, and gosh, I don't know. And you can see all the black paint. I'm working on a Halloween project, and I had to spray paint today, and yeah, I've got paint everywhere, so I'm not dirty, I'm just full of paint. Just so you know. All right, I want to use a couple different colors. So let's do, I'm just going to put a little bit in, and then we're going to put some UV resin. These are glow in the dark. This is a dark purple. So we're going to put a little bit of the dark purple in there. And let's see. Oh, we got to do a bright pink. And now I don't think these are going to take much at all. And let's see. We can throw a light blue in there. All right. All right, so that has been 2 minutes. So those are cured. So before I go and start these, because I want the paint to be able to dry on here, I don't usually use my paint marker, but for the purpose of this video, I think I'm going to, because I think it'll make it quicker. So basically, you can put mountains, you can put trees, you can do kind of whatever you want. So I'm just going to paint, just the illusion of a pine tree, fir tree, whatever you want to, whatever kind of tree that you want. And I want them to be different heights. And I'm going to make this one's going to kind of be leaning a little bit. All right. And this one here, let's see. We're gonna do just like a mountain. And we're just going to fill that right in at the bottom. So I'm just showing you 2 different ways of being able to do it. So this one's all dry, so these dried really quick, so I can put the second coat. Because remember, these are going to be, this is the back of the keychain. So when I had done my other ones, I actually used a paintbrush and acrylic paint. But, I mean, not everybody has that, but everybody has even a black Sharpie. So I just figured this way it would make it a little bit easier for you guys to kind of get the gist of it. All right, so we're going to let that dry for a little bit. And I am going to pour some UV resin, to get this hair off, in these little containers. And these, we're not going to need much, but we are going to be adding a drop, a smidgen of the glue. All right. So we definitely want to get this. All right, I'm going to use something else. Let's see. Oh, I do. If I can grab it. I've just got like a little stick. I'm going to use this because this will mix it up better. Because you want to make sure you mix up that powder. Really, really good. And then we're going to mix the next one. Oh, you know what? These are going to be the fronts because, yeah, on these pendants, these are going to be the front facing. So, yeah, I was having a brain cramp there for a minute. All right, let's mix up this blue. So I'm going to get these mixed, and then I'm going to let them sit, and we're going to go on and finish these two keychains. All right. So we're going to move these back out of the way. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take just some clear resin, and we are going to put that in this cavity. We're going to not dome it, but, you know, fill it up enough. And we'll do the same with this one, so we can do both at the same time. And then we'll do a third coat on once we get this next step in. All right, let's pop any bubbles that we can see. All right, so we've got some of our green, and I'm not going to use this stick because it's going to make it too thick. So we're going to dip our stick into our glow powder. And after I get this hair off, and we are going to run that through. I don't even know if you guys are ever able to see that. I don't know if I went dark enough on my back coat. So this is glow in the dark as well. So let's take some of this, and we're gonna run this pink through. Because this, I think, will show up a little bit more than that green. All right. And because these are glow powders, we can take some of this blue, and let's see if this shows up. And it probably isn't going to show up until we cure it as much as like the pink is showing up. We'll put some purple. For some reason, these are not coming out as good as my last ones. And we're going to just push that up to the top. And let me stick these underneath the light. I might have to go in with a darker, a much more vibrant green. That's why I brought these green glitter flakes out, these little glitter things. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix a bunch of that into this one here, because I know this glows really good. I think this is what I had used when I had made my first set. All right. So we're going to take those out. And they're not really like showing up. And because they're getting full, I am just going to, we're going to drop some of this on here. And I am going to cure that, and then we're going to top coat those, because that green is going to show. All right, so I need to drop just a little bit of glue in there. That's like a zillion times too much glue, but you're going to see here in a second. Now, I've only watched this video once, so I don't know. All right, so now we're just going to dome these. And I hate it when I'm rushing to get a video out for you guys. All right. I want to make sure those are full. And I'm going to put just want to make sure that this side is nice and domed. All right, so we're going to stick that under there. I got that on 3 minutes. All right, on to this. I have not tried this yet, so we are just winging it here. So basically what he did is on the, and let me grab my flashlight, on my UV light, because some of these I'll be able to set with the light versus putting them under the lamp. So he just took some of the resin, and if he could fill the little spot, he did, and then he would cure it. And it doesn't have to be fully cured. You just want to so the little spots we don't need the glue for, but I don't want a hair. right, and I don't want to put the light over my pieces, so I'm trying to keep it away from. So we have a blue and a purple. All right, so let's do a pink and see. So it's on the bigger sections that we are going to need the glue. So I'm going to go back with some of the blue, and we're going to get that one set. Like I said, they don't have to be completely cured through. And we did the blue, the pink, and purple, blue, pink. So we'll do the pink, and then I guess we're going to do the pink right here next to the purple, because I wasn't paying attention on my colors. and then we'll do the purple for this little piece. All right. And I'm not cleaning them off. I probably should. I saw his video and I'm like, oh, I gotta try that. So I don't know if this piece here is going to be too big to... Oh, no, that one worked too. Fly, get out of here. Get out of here. All right, so I'm just gonna start just kind of picking a few spots, and we'll get them cured. No rhyme or reason. I just want to get these smaller ones filled in. And we'll probably have to go over it with a second coat. But let's see. All right. So let me... Gonna kind of just go over them a little bit. Let me try to put a couple of different colors on before I try to cure it. That way I can get a couple at one time. And let's do this bigger one here in a pink. And I'm going to put the second coat. And I'm going to do the second coat of the blue. And these colors might be a little bit bright, too light, but we'll see. All right. And let's see. That's a pink, so we'll do this one in purple. And we got two purples together. That's okay. I should have mixed up more colors. All right, so that bottom is pretty much done. Now, I think this is where these bigger ones is where I'm going to have to add, I'm going to use some of this green that we used, because I've got a bunch of it made up. All right, so I don't think this is going to stretch now over this piece. No. Okay. So I'm just sticking, I am just sticking this in the clear glue. I just took it and I dipped it just like that. And we're putting that, see how that already is like stringy? Now I would not have thought to put glue in the UV resin, but he did and it worked. So yes, it worked. Now I got some colors running, but like I said, this is my first attempt at this, so you know, it is what it is. All right, I'm just gonna and then we gotta definitely cure that, because this one's a little bit thicker, so this one's gonna take a little bit longer to cure. And let's do, since we've already got it thick, we might as well try to do a couple of spots before I move on to another color. So basically, you got to get it along one edge thick enough that then you can kind of like pull it across, almost like a web, I guess. So like I said, I saw Daniel Cooper do this and I am like, oh, I gotta try it. So I'm sure my next one will come out much better because I'll have a little bit better idea on what I'm doing. But sometimes you have, you know, like a bezel, but you don't know what to put in it, or you don't know what you want to do. So, you know, you can do the edges with this. All right, so I'm going to put my glue here so you can see. So I'm going to find my glue, stick that in, and let's do the pink. And look, just sticking that tip, look how thick that made that. Do you see that? So let's put some around here. And I gotta cure it, but away from my resin. So the first layer definitely goes on thinner, and then, oh. All right, I guess I didn't have enough. So this piece will look really cute just with all the different colors, but at night it's gonna glow, which is kind of cool. All right, now we can put a second coat now that it's cured. So I might not do all of this on camera, just, you know, I just wanted to show you, but I will finish filling it in, and then we'll, so I will finish filling that in off camera. Let me get my little pieces out here that glow in the dark. So I'm just gonna stick that underneath that light. All right, so let's take this out and this out. And I'm just gonna clean these up. So I will dome them again. The back I don't have to dome. But yeah, that's all I do. You know, you could put any scene that you wanted. I mean, you could put a snowman or a witch or bats or... All right, so now I have to find a dark spot to show you the glow in the dark part, because my husband's outside doing wood, so I don't have anybody here to yell up to shut the light off. But if, I don't know, you really can't see it that way. Even in the light, I don't know if it's... Yeah, these colors definitely are not as vibrant as my last ones. So I will I will go and try to find a spot and get these to see if they glow. So if you see this video, then it worked. If not, it was a fail. Alrighty, guys, and I will get this one finished as well and show you that. Alrighty, I will see you guys on the next one. Wait for the pictures.